stretch it while we're sewing it. So we're on to the next one, Yvonne, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So here are my notches. My pattern says to ease my cap. So I'm easing from notch to notch. So with my bias tape, cut it about 1 inch wide. I want to line it up a little past my notch. My seam allowance is 5/8 of an inch. So I'm stitching it at 5/8. I want to back stitch to get it started. Leave your needle down, and then you're going to stretch it as much as possible.
Excuse me.
And this, I'm showing you on a shirt, but this is common in a suit jacket and a coat. It's really heavy, and you're trying to ease to set it in without any puckers. But if you pull the tape and then just sew your regular seam allowance, and we're going from notch to notch. Remember, just a little bit past your notches. I'm going back stitch to lock it in place.
So it would be your stitch length would still be regular stitch length.
It is. And look at what happened to the cap. It eased it in. And so on your coat and your jacket, you had no puckers. It's eased in perfect. And it just looked beautiful when it go into the garment. Yep.
Didn't know that.
Nice little tip, right? And then the other one, we're going to a larger stitch on the machine. And again, we're going to start just past the notch. Whatever your seam allowance is, 5/8 of an inch. We're going to do 2 rows of basting stitches. A basting stitch is a temporary stitch. That's why we use the larger stitch. It's easy to pull it, and it's easy to pull it out. So one at 5/8, and then another one. Just take the foot and line it right up to the stitch, the previous stitch, and do the exact same thing. Do not back stitch. And the bobbin thread is the easiest one to pull when you're trying to gather something. You want to pull the 2 threads on the same side. So I will pull these 2. And then I could situate this where it would fit right into my garment, following the notches that's set up. All right, so these 2 in the notebook, plus create a bias strip and sew it onto something. Okay. So those 3 things, and then we'll do the rugby one probably after lunch.
Okay.